Yukon, I can't wait for it to come out because based on what I know, the integration with Visual Studio IDE and SQL Server is exactly what I need to get me to create my database applications in a more tightly integrated fashion with Yukon.
And to me, it's integrating all data into an ability to query everything and to retrieve everything and to integrate it all together. So everything in my future world is going to be a database element. And to the consumer, again, I can get to anything by metadata, so I'm excited.
I like the fact that my wife can find stuff on her computer using WinFS. Right now, my wife does not understand folders. She doesn't understand a folder structure. But she understands how she can search through a drawer and find stuff. Well, in essence, WinFS is a big drawer that gives you an organized way to search through it. I can search, I can categorize, I can subcategorize, I can refine searches. It gives me tremendous power. It means that I can treat the whole stuff, the whole set of stuff that's on my hard drive as one big pile that I can access dynamically and randomly. That's very powerful stuff.
What is Yukon? That's the one after Longhorn, I think. I hope I'm not wrong about that since I'm on tape. But
Thanks, Jim, for joining us.
Thanks.
That was a great talk you did out there. I've got a couple questions I want to ask you. One is, I know that you've been dealing with Longhorn quite a bit now. What is it personally gets you the most excited about its capabilities?
I think two things. First is the way you can visualize information in ways that we just couldn't do before. We're taking advantage of the great graphics processing unit, as well as the cool way that you can separate view of information from the way it's stored. What it means is that you're able to almost walk inside data like you never could before.
That's fabulous. Now, I know that the audience out there is getting a copy of Longhorn right now, and we're actually a ways away from shipping it. What's the reason for getting such an early view of an operating system that still has little rough edges on it?
Well, the whole concept of the Professional Developer Conference is to collaborate with the people who are actually using the system to build applications. And the earlier you get it to them, the earlier they can provide feedback, which can hone the system. It's sort of our open process in action. And yes, the bits are early, but you saw those demos. Those were all live using those bits. So yes, we have performance to work on, and we've got a whole set of other things that aren't complete yet. But it's solid enough for the developers to start giving us the feedback. We want to work with them in a collaborative way.
Great. Now, we realize that users out there have a choice between operating systems they buy. They can buy a number of different systems, a number of different computers, and programs that run on top of that. What do you feel we're doing with Longhorn to make that choice one that they pick our product as being the product they want to run?
Well, I think the thing, going back almost to my first point of why I'm so excited, is all the innovation that we've just shown. A new storage system. I mean, it's not a file system anymore. It's very, very rich storage. Who else has anything like that? How about the whole graphics and the whole presentation, the rich compositive engine? Who else has anything like that? How about the fact that we can do peer-to-peer and enterprise or even inter-enterprise with web services? Who else has that? So it's the incredible innovation, and that ends up meaning that you can write applications faster and you can make your business more productive.
Thanks a lot, Jim. I know you've got a tight schedule, and I appreciate the time you spent with us today.
Thank you.
My expectation is I'd like to get a little more concrete information on Longhorn and with it.
Well, I'm here releasing a new website, so hopefully I'm going to get a lot of new members. SQLjunkies.com. It's actually going to be tailored towards the Yukon release. We're giving out betas of Yukon here, so we're going to have Yukon forums, and we're working tightly with SQL Server Group.
Yeah, I come to these basically to find out, where Microsoft's going and seeing where 7,000 some odd developers are going, what their interests are, sort of seeing how people's reactions are to these things, so we can figure out what we should build on and what we should focus on. There's so much technology out there that conference like this really helps us decide what it is we need to focus on.
It's kind of neat to see Bill Gates here. I hadn't seen him in person before, so that was something different.
Oh, Indigo's a new web service framework, I think.
Indigo is the communication layer of Longhorn, right? Yeah. Avalon being the presentation, and
WinFS.
WinFS is
The file system.
yeah, but did it have another name, or is it just WinFS?
No, I think it's just WinFS.
Okay.
I think the most interesting part was that the Indigo with the patients getting the real feed in, and then they're able to actually analyze the data. I thought that was pretty cool.
Indigo,
Yeah,
it's a thing that they put in watches to make them glow at night.
Don't scratch that.